Made in Kerala, made in Kerala.
The guest on today's episode of Radio City Original Made in Kerala Season 2 is someone who's not bound by geography, language, and culture. He's a star on big screen, television screen, and small screen. Ladies and gentlemen, Chetamare Chechimare, we have with us Malayaliകളുടെ സ്വന്തം Ashish Vidyarthi. Sir, namaskaram.
Namaskar. How are you, dear friend?
Sir, സുഖമായിട്ടിരിക്കുന്നു sir. How are you?
Wonderful.
Sir, ഇപ്പോൾ നിലവിൽ ഇപ്പോൾ എവിടുന്നാ sir? ഇപ്പോൾ സംസാരിക്കുന്നത്. Where are you right now?
As we speak, I'm in Mumbai till last evening. I was in Jodhpur, and the next 3 days here, and then again traveling.
സാറിന്റെ വ്ളോഗിൽ നിന്ന് കൃത്യമായിട്ടുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങൾ എല്ലാവർക്കും അറിയാൻ സാധിക്കുന്നുണ്ട് കേട്ടോ. സാറിന്റെ ഡേ ടു ഡേ ലൈഫ്, വേ യു ആർ ഗോയിങ്, വാട്ട് യു ആർ ഈറ്റിംഗ്, എവറിഥിങ്. ഒരു എവിഡ് വ്ളോഗർ തന്നെയാണ് സർ. ഒരുപാട് ഫാൻ ഫോളോയിങ് കേരളത്തിലുണ്ട്.
Well, I feel very blessed when people share their love. You got to get that it's the 30-year career that I've had in films is something in which the audiences have touched me across 11 languages. And so when I get to meet them, and especially in this new age of social media, it's not just my food vlogs, it are those vlogs, life vlogs that I put up on Ashish Vidyarthi Active Vlogs, or my motivation talks that I put up on Ashish Vidyarthi podcast. I personally see myself in many roles. I see myself as an actor, and I see myself as a speaker, motivation speaker. I see myself as somebody who appreciates good food. And most importantly, I appreciate being with amazing people. And that has given me an opportunity to travel all over and meet some amazing people. And that's what gets me going. And it really, how should I say, it enriches me every day. I really feel grateful for that.
ആശിഷ് വിദ്യാർത്ഥി എന്ന ആർട്ടിസ്റ്റിനെ അറിയാത്തവരാരും തന്നെയില്ല. സത്യത്തിൽ ഏത് ഭാഷ സംസാരിക്കുന്ന വ്യക്തി ആയിക്കോട്ടെ, റീജിയണൽ ഭാഷയാകാം, ഹിന്ദി ആകാം, ഇവർക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും ഈ വ്യക്തിയെ കൃത്യമായിട്ട് അറിയാട്ടോ. എന്നാൽ അറിയാത്തൊരു കാര്യം വിക്കിപീഡിയ പേജിലുണ്ട്. അതൊരു സത്യമാണ്. അത് മറ്റൊന്നുമല്ല, ആശിഷ് വിദ്യാർത്ഥി ഒരു മലയാളിയാണ് എന്ന സത്യം. You have to tell us about your Kerala connection.
So first of all, I just want to make, for some reason, I kind of do not like the term regional languages. India is one vast country with so many languages. And I've had the privilege of working in 11 languages. For me, none of them are regional languages. They are languages that I've worked in. So that's the first point. Secondly, talking of Wikipedia does something very interesting here. In fact, some of you who know something about it, can you please go and correct on Wikipedia? I was not born in 1962. I was born in 1965. And secondly, sometimes it says I was born in Kannur. Sometimes it says I was born in Hyderabad. My father is from Dharmadam, but I was born in Delhi. So my father is a Malayali. I'm a Malayali. It's just, it's a pity that I don't speak the language, but I do find amazing amount of connect. How my life has progressed is that I am comfortably rootless, and there are certain places that I find a lot more warmth, and Kerala is one place. In fact, when I come home to Kerala, which I do often, the warmth, I actually feel the warmth of my father there.
Okay.
And I must admit that going to Dharmadam and spending some time there,
Wow.
I want to go and meet Ranjitji, I want to go and meet Abhi, Vidya, Niharika. I'm looking forward to that.
The parents-ne കുറിച്ചൊന്ന് പറയാവോ? അവരെ കുറിച്ച്. What were they doing?
So my mother is a Bengali from Rajasthan.
Okay.
All right. She was from Ajmer,
Okay.
and she's a Bengali, and she was a Kathak guru, and a very well-respected Kathak guru. In fact, most of the performers that you find who are doing Lucknow Gharana, who are performing seniors, they've all studied for many years from Ma.
Okay.
My father was from Kannur, Dharmadam, and he was a freedom fighter, and then he became a sadhu, and then he joined the Sangeet Natak Academy and retired there as assistant secretary. And he spent his life traveling the length and breadth of this country. And he was passionate about conserving the vanishing performing arts of India. Okay. So he photographed audio recorded, filmed, and created the archives of the Sangeet Natak Academy, where he captured there were so many people who were performing and they were teaching their art only to their children. But in the absence of patronage, what was happening is that those art forms were dying. Those people would stop their art and open a shop or do something else because there was no money. So Baba was one of the key people who was involved in the government setting up schools of those performing arts, so that now these performers could become gurus and teach their forms others outside the family.
Okay.
So Baba was somebody who was really very close to the folk arts and the arts, the performing arts of India. And I'm very lucky to have been brought up by Ma and Baba, that's Reba Vidyarthi and Govind Vidyarthi. And I'm really grateful and I look up to them each day.
So in a way, he was trying to make art accessible to everyone.
In fact, more than that, to keep it alive. Remember, because if people do not have a connect with livelihood, they will give it up. And Baba understood that. And rather than saying that, hey, you not get thing, you can go away with it. No, he said that arts do not need somebody just throwing money at them. I personally believe he gave people and believed in the dignity of people who know an art form, and they may not be called for performance so many times, but how would it be if so many other people from across cultures, across states, across the world, who may be interested in that art form? So breaking the art form from being limited only to one area to be something as an art form available to people from anywhere in the world. That's what he was passionate about.
Sir, ആ കാലഘട്ടത്തിലെ walk us through your early memories of Kerala during those days. The usual ones, the train yatra and all those things. Were they there?
Yeah, so there's a funny memory of that, and as a child. So remember, in those years, people who used to work in the government, they used to get something called LTC, Leave Travel Concession.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, correct, sir.
And it used to be only to the hometown. All right. Only to the hometown. Every alternate year we used to get it. As a child there. And in during summer vacations in Delhi, when summer were about 42 degrees and 40 degrees and all that, while my other friends who had their parental home somewhere in the hills or somewhere, where it was slightly cooler, I used to feel that life is so unfair that I'm going from 40 degrees Delhi to 44 degrees Kerala and with higher humidity to spend my vacation. So I used to really feel that life is really not fair. But I still recall that whenever I would reach Kerala, when I would get off from that train and would be enveloped by the love and affection of everyone at a Chalail house, it was an experience which it brings a lump to my throat. I personally believe that the simplicity that was there with people in the village was extraordinary. And I, even at that age, realized the difference between how people were in cities, and I was growing up in Delhi at that point, and how people were in Palayad. And I valued it. And that's what, it keeps me, that even though I don't speak that language, I identify myself as a Malayali.
Sir, ഞാൻ നേരത്തെ പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ സാറിനെ ആശിഷ് വിദ്യാർത്ഥി എന്ന വ്യക്തിയെ ഇന്ന് അറിയുന്നത് ഒരു നടൻ എന്ന നിലയിൽ മാത്രമല്ല കേട്ടോ. It is also because of your ability to talk, to strike conversation, to tell stories, and also to motivate people. എന്നാൽ സാറിന്റെ ഈ ഒരു കഴിവുണ്ടല്ലോ, ഇത് കണ്ടുപിടിച്ചത്, ഡിസ്കവർ ചെയ്തത് ആരാ അറിയോ? ഒരു 5th സ്റ്റാൻഡേർഡിലത്തെ ഒരു ടീച്ചറാണ്. പുള്ളിക്കാരി ആ ഒരു സമയത്ത് ഒരു റിപ്പോർട്ട് കാർഡിൽ എഴുതിയൊരു കാര്യമുണ്ട്. ആശീഷ് is not talkative, he has a lot to share എന്ന്. ഒരു ഓർമ്മയാണ്. So നമുക്ക് ആ ഫ്ലാഷ് ബാക്കിലേക്ക് പോകാം. Can you please tell us about that?
There are certain traits which are appreciated unequivocally in society. One of them is, look at this person. how quiet that person is. And then other people are called, look at this person, or rather, look at you, talkative, all the time talking. And it's a fact here. I mean, like, I have been talkative all my life. And this particular thing was that in one of my report cards had a remark from a very kind teacher. I think it's fourth or fifth standard report card. It said that Ashish isn't talkative, just has a lot to share. I never ever met such a kind person after that. From there on, right till today, people call me, "You're so very talkative." And it took me many years to, in a way, be okay with my talkativeness. I remember one of the programs that I did some years back, when they asked me, "What do you want?" I said, "I want to be less talkative." And the funny thing is that leader told me something very, very interesting. He said, "Ashish, you talk interesting, and that's okay."
Yeah.
And that day I realized that the attribute that we give to each other about anything, like that person is very active, is very talkative, is restless. All these things can be turned around if we can really add some value to life. And so today, a 58-year-old Ashish is still talkative, but I'm very clear that each day I'm enthusiastic, I'm excited that I will communicate and add value. And that's what excites me. In fact, in my motivation talks, one of the things that I keep sharing with a lot of my friends and with people to whom I go to speak with, I share that, can we go out and celebrate the unique that we are? Each one of us has some extraordinary qualities. Others sometimes belittle us. The trouble is not with others belittling you. The trouble is when you start believing yourself to be smaller than who you really are. And when one gets that your qualities are your qualities, my friend, my qualities are my qualities. And each day, something which I do, I want to share, is that I celebrate being me. I kind of say, wow, today I'm celebrating me each day. And imagine this, my friend, if I can celebrate my, within quotes, perfections and within quotes, imperfections, all that I'm doing is I'm celebrating me without branding myself in some way or the other. So that's how my journey, as somebody who looked down upon himself for being talkative or looked down upon himself for being restless, today I'm all of that. And whatever that I'm doing, I'm a speaker, I'm an actor, I'm a vlogger, I'm a traveler. I just love to meet with people. Right now, also, a dear friend of mine is on a call. My dear friend Sharmila Ghoshal is on the call right now. It's a privilege that I have some amazing friends and friendships which I've maintained. So each day, I personally believe that when we can move the needle from a place called I am not good to I am amazing, that's when we start saying good things about ourselves. And then this good person that you and I are can go about doing amazing things each day.
Made in Kerala.